Netflix with the most hilarious, what I'm calling the most hilarious solution to password sharing yet announced. Did you see this one?
I did.
So, for those who haven't heard yet, Netflix has a plan that's going to start in the not too distant future here, in which, in order to keep your account from not being locked, you have to log into your account on your home Wi-Fi with the device once every 31 days. And if you don't, then the account will be blocked. Now, what you do to get your account reinstated, I don't fucking know. If it's as simple as logging in once again at your home location, or if you have to go through a customer service situation to get the account back. I'm not entirely sure what blocked entails. But my question is, so what happens with people who travel for long periods of time? Or for people that live in like two different places, like for like half the year they're in one place and half the year they're in another place. Or if, literally, I mean, there are a number of situations in which somebody may not actually log into their account in a 31-day window. My immediate one for me was thinking, well, shit, towards, later this year, Em and I are going to be gone for that long. What am I going to be like, hey, Mom, you do me a favor. You go over to my house and turn the fucking TV on and just log into Netflix real quick. I got to make sure they don't block my account. So this is a very odd thing. I don't know if you've read more about this to know any more elaborations on what some of the system means, but what are your thoughts on their latest model for stopping password sharing?
Yeah, I think some of it is being a little bit misconstrued. From what I was reading is you will be blocked, but on the specific device you're trying to log in from. So your entire account won't be shut down, but on the device that you're trying to log in from, that will be blocked. I would imagine that there is probably going to be some kind of ticket or thing that you send out to get your account reinstated. I would imagine they would have that to be fast-tracked. Or something, maybe some sort of TF, what is it called? They're the two-factor authentication. They might have some kind of thing. So yeah.
So does that mean like the device itself gets so does each one of the devices that you use on that account have to join that has to log into Netflix once every 31 days?
I think so.
So if I'm at home and I'm predominantly watching Netflix on my television, and then I don't log in on my phone to watch Netflix in 31 days, my phone's going to be blocked. I'm going to have to contact customer service?
This I don't know. I actually just don't know the answer to that. Okay. That's from, I've only watched the video on this, and the information that I was getting from the video might have been incorrect as well, because it was kind of new. I'm trying to look it up now as we're talking, but
yeah, I don't know how specific they got about it. I think they just kind of like announced the fucking the plan.
Yeah, so apparently it just has to do with being able to log in once every 31 days from basically your main source of origin, like where you reside. And that's that. As long as you do that, I think your account is going to be fine. Especially like, if you have people at home that are already watching Netflix or whatever. Or, if you are traveling within 31 days, I would imagine that there is something that you can contact before you start your travel, or during your travel, to let them know that like, hey, I'm traveling.
First, you got to contact your credit card company and be like, hey guys, so I'm going to be spending money in a different country. And then you're like, all right, well, we're good. We got that. Now I got to contact Netflix. Hey, Netflix, so I'm going to be traveling.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't some kind of thing like on your Netflix account where like, you're going into your settings and you're saying, hey, I'm traveling between such and such dates, so that it overrides any issues. I would imagine that there's going to be something in place. There is just no way in fuck that Netflix, with all of their bagillions of users, are just going to greenlight something that is so like, oh, if you just don't log within 31 days, your shit's going to be closed. And like, it's just not going to happen. People are freaking out over a lot of dumb shit. They're getting half stuffs. There's going to be things implemented. And if it does come out and it's ridiculous, then they're gonna, they're gonna suffer because of it. And they're not in any position to suffer. So they need to
No.
make sure that they do this the way that they're supposed to be doing it. So
Yeah,
I mean, there's gonna be people that are gonna be affected
Yeah.
for sure. There are people that travel for longer than 31 days, and I'm sure that there will be a solution for those individuals. Period.
Yeah, they're walking a tightrope right now because they're doing all of this because they're trying to generate more revenue. And they looked into it and they said, okay, well, we're losing X amount of dollars per month on the service based on password sharing, so we need to have a solution. Now the problem is that people have been password sharing for so long across multiple streaming services, doesn't matter what the streaming services are, that there's now been a semi-culture built up around password sharing, or at least having X number of accounts that can be on a thing at any given time, regardless of where they are in the world. You just have, all right, this is your account, and this is how many, like 5 people, whatever the fuck. And that's the show. That's all you get. So to have them come in and do this, now they're going to have to like walk the line between this, make this implementation. But like you said, it's going to be done in such a way that is not going to light the whole thing on fire, so that they have more problems than they do already, and make it even more challenging for themselves to continue to actually make what they need to do, and that's make money.
Let's be real. The vast majority of people don't travel for 31 days or longer.
No, of course
majority.
not.
Like 99% of the population
Yeah.
are at some point at their home base.
Yeah.
Within 31-day period. There will be exceptions, of course, and there will probably be hundreds of thousands of people that will be affected by this. And I'm sure that they will have a relatively easy way to bypass any of those issues in the future.
Well, they're going to have to, because the trade-off is they're going to be spending a lot of money on customer service to fucking handle the myriad shit coming through their door, right? So, and depending on how specific they want people to be about the information that they are given in order to reinstate devices, the length of time that an individual customer service agent is spending on each individual ticket, I mean, they're going to balloon costs and probably, partially, if not entirely, wipe out the money that they were trying to fucking make by implementing this in the first place, just by paying so many service workers to be able to do it. So yeah, very, very interesting. It's in early days. We have to wait and see more details. We just don't have any more details, which is weird. It was weird of them to. You have to imagine when they put this out that they would have assumed that the reaction without any context or more details would not be good. So I'm interested as to why they didn't just wait until they had like a much more verbose and detailed explanation for all of this before releasing it. But nevertheless, we're going to get that invariably, and we'll see what goes on. But what about VPNs? There you go. Well, I mean, you won't be able to VPN, I don't think, into your own. You're not going to be able to have like your own home network. Address in a VPN, so that won't do it. You'll still be able to use VPNs to like do your shit, but if you're gonna have your device not blocked, then there you go. I'm interested to see the details on that, so we'll wait and see what comes out, and we'll talk about it more when we get more information for it.